Welcome to the coolest stuff on the planet.
Hi everybody, welcome back to The Coolest Stuff, our little podcast gathering here. My name is Matthew, and this is my co-host Rachel.
Hello everybody. Well, today's coolest stuff is pretty exciting because we're visiting a new country that we have not yet virtually visited.
And this is a country I like a whole lot because I've been here.
You have, and I'm jealous, but continue.
This is the historic capital of the southern region of Andalusia.
Oh, very excellent.
Yeah, you like that? I was there. I know.
Nice.
I know how
Andalusia.
The C is a.
I love that. Yeah, that lisp.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll probably throughout the podcast, I think we'll probably just call it Seville, right?
I'm gonna call it Sevilla.
You're gonna call it Sevilla.
Yeah.
All right, fine.
Yeah.
You've upped our game. I'm gonna do it too.
Cool.
All right. So Matt is very much the expert on this episode. He has been to Sevilla. But from everything I've read about it, it seems like the city is kind of the iconic image of romantic Spain.
Mm-hmm.
You have tapas, you have bullfights, flamenco dancing, oranges, all that good stuff. And in preparation for our little jaunt to Sevilla, Matt, I found this great quote by Lord Byron. Seville is a pleasant city, full of oranges and women.
He certainly did say that.
That was a nice sort of
and I can attest.
summation of, yeah, can you attest,
I can attest to that.
To the women and the oranges?
Absolutely. Now let's get into some of the cultural stuff going on in Sevilla. Okay. So there are two major celebratory events that take place in Sevilla annually. That's once a year, everybody. And the first is Semana Santa, or Easter Holy Week. Now, as you're looking at these pictures, don't be afraid. These aren't members of any kind of hate group. These guys are called confradías, or brotherhoods, and it's pretty cool because during Semana Santa, these guys, and they are mostly guys, by the way, women are not allowed to do this.
That's
so
brotherhoods.
I'm sorry, but they carry around these massive floats that you can see here, and all of them, there are I think 50 or almost 100 floats that go through every year.
Oh, the processions, right?
Mm-hmm. But anyway, each one depicts a very specific part of the Easter story of Christ's death and resurrection and all of
So it's usually a religious figure, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Okay, so the second celebration is the Feria de Abril, or the April Fair. Sorry for my terrible Spanish there. But that takes place right after Easter. And this is another week-long party, basically. You got all kinds of flamenco dancing and great food, all kinds of wonderful celebratory things going on.
Seville is a party town, man.
It is.
One interesting little bit of trivia, Sevilla is actually very famous for flamenco dancing.
It is.
And for the brightly colored flamenco costumes that women and men will wear.
Yeah, we got to go to a little hall when I went there. It was
really?
Just a long hallway that was very narrow, but it was long. And the flamenco dancing occurred right in the center of it, and people sat along the sides of the wall. I guess us tourists sat along the side of the wall.
Watching.
Yeah, it was incredible. It was incredible.
I bet the costumes were awesome.
Yeah. I actually,
even in the pictures, they look cool.
Mm-hmm. My favorite thing, though, was the guitarist.
Oh,
he was incredible.
The Spanish guitar.
Yeah, incredible.
I'd love to see that. So cool.
But this is a Sevilla, or a bitter orange. And there are lots of these in Sevilla. And they have tough, thick skin. They're bitter to the taste. And they're full of seeds. So you really don't want to eat these. You don't want to pick one off the tree and eat it. These are used in Sevilla for, specifically, the biggest use is marmalade.
Oh, sort of like I was reading like a bitter sort of marmalade, right?
It's good, though. I got to have a little bit. It's tasty.
So I guess Lord Byron was right about the oranges.
Yes, they're everywhere.
Good one, Lord Byron. Nice.
So this massive structure here that hopefully you can tell by these pictures, this is the Sevilla Cathedral. The Sevilla Cathedral was built on the site of a Moorish mosque. So it was built not on top of, but I guess the mosque was taken down and then this was put up. This was done to demonstrate Sevilla's power and wealth after the Spanish regained power from the Moors during the Reconquista. And you can really see the Islamic influence in the architecture in the city. Kind of like this if you look at this cathedral.
Well, and when we get to, because we're going to be visiting Granada, Spain, in a few weeks here. And so we'll talk again about the Moorish influence on architecture.
I also got to go there. I love that place.
Gosh, you're so lucky. A couple of little more details about the Seville Cathedral. It's one of the largest Gothic structures in the world. It's the third largest cathedral in the world. And its famous tower, the Giralda, which is what I mentioned before, used to be a minaret of the mosque.
Nice.
And it's now, I believe, the tallest bell tower in Spain.
Yeah, it's huge.
So
You can see it from all over the city. And it's home to some famous remains, Rachel. Christopher Columbus, his remains are in the cathedral.
So when you were there, did you see, is there like an area where...
It's crazy. When I went and visited the cathedral, I didn't even know that this was there, he was there. I had no idea. I think when we went through, it was kind of in a rush of tourists.
It was like a drive-by sort of like,
yeah, unfortunately.
Oh, look at the cathedral moving on.
But yeah, I had no idea. Oh, also, if you're a big fan of Mr. Columbus, or if you're just a history buff, there is the Archive of the Indies, which is a documentation center that has all kinds of details between the relationship between Spain and the American colonies. So go check that out if you get a chance.
Yeah, I was really interested in that. That sounds kind of fascinating. So the other place that we mentioned, the Alcazar Palace, which is another of Sevilla's very famous monuments, is heavily influenced by Moorish architecture. And it was originally a Moorish fortress. And then the palace was built by, I love this Christian ruler named Pedro the Cruel.
Makes sense.
In about the mid-14th century.
Yeah. So Sevilla is full of all kinds of beautiful halls. You've got dancing there. You've got fruits. You've got cathedrals, Moorish architecture, tapas.
Apparently women.
Yeah,
according to
there's
Lord
some.
Byron.
It's just a beautiful, beautiful city. You should go there. I can't recommend it enough. All right, well, should we do some mail?
Yeah, I think it's time for some human mail.
All right, this comes from a human named Justin, and he's from Canada.
This is such an awesome one. We just got this one.
That's a little redundant for me, but I'm just going to go ahead and do this. Hey, I'm Justin from Canada, and I'm a subscriber and weekly viewer/listener of your podcast, and I was wondering if maybe you'd consider doing a podcast on St. John's, Newfoundland, Canada. This city is full of history, as it is the oldest city in North America and is definitely full of vibrant Newfoundland culture. My friends, who are also subscribers, and I would love to see a podcast on a place so near to my hometown. Also, my friends bet that I could not get an email read on a podcast. Whoops. Sorry, friends of Justin.
Ha! He won that bet.
So I'd like for you guys to prove them wrong, and we just did. So awesome.
Because we love a challenge. That's our Achilles heel.
He says he has his fingers crossed, but that doesn't matter anymore.
Because you won.
Uncross your fingers, Justin. He says, P.S. Most people not from here tend to say Newfoundland or Newfoundland for some reason, when the correct pronunciation is Newfoundland. Thanks, Justin.
And that's so true, because when I was trying to pronounce that, I could not say it without saying Newfoundland.
See, I hear Newfoundland.
Yeah, it's hard to say. So that's why Matt pronounced it so beautifully just now.
Newfoundland.
He had practiced beforehand. So.
I did. Thanks, Justin.
Yeah, thanks for that. Before we go, I know we read our human mail, but before we go, we have one little bit of housekeeping, or I guess an announcement. I just wanted to mention that I'm sure a lot of you know that there is also a Coolest Stuff on the Planet blog, which is run by our wonderful writer, Amanda Arnold. But now Amanda has a partner in crime.
Yes, she does.
Deblina Chakraborty is our newest Coolest Stuff blogger. She's excellent. So you should definitely go and check out her stuff on
the blogs at howstuffworks.com.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Check it out. Ladies and gentlemen, signing off. Coolest Stuff on the Planet. Goodbye.
We bid you adieu.
For more on this and thousands of other topics, visit howstuffworks.com and let us know what you think. Email travelpodcast@howstuffworks.com. Don't forget to check out our other podcasts, free on iTunes.